Hey guys, it's me again. I'm going to talk a little bit about city layouts um, and the best way to utilize roads. Roads can be the most wasteful use of space. I've seen a couple examples in the last week or so um, where roads are literally wrapped around buildings. That's not needed. Generally, you only want roads to touch the shortest side of the building. Um, like in my terracotta army here, you can see I have it across the back side as opposed to the long side. Minimal contact is all you need. Anything else is a waste. I'm always critiquing my cities to try and utilize the space as best I can. A good example would be between my CF and my LOA here. If I move this building, you will be able to see that only one piece of road touches both of those buildings and it satisfies their requirements. Um, I do have a few exceptions to the rule, which I'm still trying to work out. Um, for instance, my Alcatraz has this long road down the side. I could literally delete, what's that, 8 pieces of road and have all these one by ones available if I could run the road in between these two. Um, and I may do so at a later date. Um, because yeah, as you can see back here, that road is not needed for my Atonium or anything. I could stop it right at the corner and it would be satisfied. Um, Also, I know if you're OCD like me, you probably like your roads to be straight and lined up. However, if you have gaps in the middle, that's what I use the tacticians towers, the sentinels, and watchfire, all the one by ones for, is to fill those gaps. You can also see here, I do use virtual flames for the same thing if I have gaps to fill. Those are excellent buildings to do so because they do not require roads. Also, the Gate of the Sun God and Faces of the Agents are the same. As you can see here, I have them stuck all up in the middle to fill the gaps so that I do not have to run roads in there, and it's the maximum use of space that I can do. Same thing with Gate of the Sun Gods here. I filled this whole void here because I didn't have any buildings to go in there, and it served the purpose. Also in my previous videos you may have seen where my butterfly house was down in this area. There was literally a road that wrapped all the way around the side in order to get to the front door. I shifted it down, eliminated that. I think that was 16 squares, so that's or 16 one by ones for roads, which equated to a 4x4 that I freed up, and that's pretty much where I put my Colossus. So yeah, I'm always critiquing, always trying to maximize. And the other thing I want to tell you is try and keep your road, if at all possible, try not to cover your roads. I have a few exceptions to that as well, being my COA, because you can't see the road behind it. Probably these two buildings here, my CC and the breech loader hides the road back here. And the reason I'm telling you that is when incidentals come up like this one right here that just popped up, if it's behind a building, you're not going to see it. Now the faux helper thing has a pullout for incidentals, which will tell you that they're on your land somewhere, not exactly where, but if your roads aren't clearly visible, you're not going to see them, and they disappear. I think it's in 20 hours or so. Um, I would like to get rid. Oh, look, there's one back there. See, with this building here, you can't see it, but it's there. So that's a perfect example of why you don't want to cover roads with buildings, if at all possible. I'm going to switch to my other city real quick. It's earlier in age, but you can see I practice the same thing here. These roads are nice laid out, pretty all visible. I have all my bigger buildings to the outer perimeters, which keeps the roads pretty visible. So if incidentals pop up on your roads, you're going to be able to see them. So yeah, I'll leave you with that. Hope this helps. If I left something out, please write it in the comments. And that'll do it for us today, guys. Forge on.